Welcome to the Wine Showcase. I'm John.
And I'm Steve. Well, welcome back. We're going to be trying the 2010 Robert Mondavi Napa Valley Cabernet. And we picked up this bottle just a few days ago. You and I went into the store and grabbed this one, and this is going to be worth a try to see what it's all about.
We are also later on the show going to be talking about decanting, when to decant and when not to decant.
And we're also going to be bringing up the subject of one of these things. It's an aerator. And I don't know if you've used one of these before or not, have you?
I've used aerators before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a very useful device.
Yeah, it brings in the oxygen into the wine, and we'll tell you more about that as we go along. Now we're going to get to the good stuff, and that is this Robert Mondavi wine. And you and I have not even tried this wine before, but we did manage to take a look at the notes and see what was there. One of the things I would mention is that there's a scent of blueberry that's here, and the aromas. Have you ever smelled blueberries?
Actually, the other day we had blueberry scents coming off the Luis Ochoa family vineyard one.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So we did have that, and also they mentioned about cocoa in here too.
Oh yeah, and I wonder if that'll be similar to the dusty brown chocolate cocoa smell that we actually had on the Parcel 41 the other day as well in that other review.
That was good, wasn't it? That was awesome. Well, why don't we try it? Let's see what happens. Oh, you can smell the blueberries in there.
Right away, first thing.
Oh, that is strong too, really strong. What else are you smelling?
I'm catching like a spiciness that could be the cinnamon.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, the cinnamon smell is right there. It really is. The cocoa, I'm kind of picking it up a little bit.
It's coming up. It's definitely lighter than the Parcel 41 that we had the other day. Yeah.
Wow, another great wine.
That's really good.
I mean, the rich, dark fruit flavors is just right there.
Yes, I'm picking up dark fruits.
Also, there's that long finish that's there. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
I mean, it's just lingering as we're just talking right now. It's actually spreading all the way through the back of my tongue.
So I notice when I swirl the wine, I get these really long legs on the wine after you just let it sit for a second.
You could see there on the glass that it does do that. But for some of the viewers out there, they have no idea about the legs. Why don't you explain that to us?
Oh, sure. The legs are actually these drip lines you can see here. And it's known that the longer drip lines you have coming off the swirl, the higher alcohol content that is in the wine.
And I could see how long those legs are right there. So what would you guess on the alcohol?
If I had to take a guess, approximation, I would say it's between 14 and 15%.
Well, John, I cheated and I picked up the bottle and I loved it. It's 14.5%.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, right in the middle.
All right, so for the 2010 Robert Mondavi Cabernet, for as young as this wine is, it's big and bold.
It also has a really nice long finish too. And for $18.99 at Costco, it's hard to beat.
That is hard to beat. But I'll tell you something, it drinks like a $35 to $40 bottle of wine. I highly recommend this wine.
I really like it too. I recommend it as well. All right, let's talk a little bit about decanting. We have two styles of decanters with us today. The one I'm holding in my hand right here is a duck style decanter.
And this is the more traditional decanter.
We also, there's a wine over here that I want to show you. This is a wine that I wouldn't decant. This is a 1986 George de la Tour Cabernet Sauvignon. And I wouldn't decant this because it's already ready to go. It's an older wine, and there's no need to add more air to it to make it age even more than it already has.
I kind of disagree with you there, John. I mean, in a different scenario. Because if you open this wine, 1986, that's an older bottle. So if you open this wine and all of a sudden this cork starts to disintegrate as you're bringing it up, which normally happens with these wines, you're going to have a lot of sediment going in there, a lot of the cork sediment going in. One of the ways of being able to enjoy this wine, if you have that problem, is to use a decanter. And if you have like a coffee filter or maybe a paper towel or a strainer that may be in the kitchen, then you could pour that into the decanter and it'll open up the wine nicely.
Oh, you make a good point there. I don't want to have cork in my wine.
No, not at all. All right, now on to aerators. So I've got the Venturi here, and this has been out for a few years. And it's a good little unit that will help open the wine.
This one here is called the Rabbit, and you can find it at a department store like Macy's.
And one reason to use an aerator is to help open the wine more. So for example, for myself, when it comes to buying an inexpensive bottle of yellowtail, let's just say, so this will come in very handy to open it up quickly with the oxygen going through.
I like to use the aerator to open a bottle up quickly. It could be an inexpensive bottle, or it could be an expensive bottle as well. And I'll do this like if the wine is just, if it's just tasting not ready. It could be a really like young bottle, 2010 or 2011. I'll use the aerator for that.
For myself, an expensive bottle is meant to be poured in a glass and let it open up on its own, and the magic happens. Using the Venturi, I think that would just be overkill it. And so I would disagree with you.
Okay, fine.
Well, you know what's fine? It's this wine that we have here, and that's that 2010 Robert Mondavi that we have here, the Cabernet. Go out and buy this wine. It's very, very good. That wraps it up for us here at the Wine Showcase. I'm Steve.
I'm John.
And you take care. We'll see you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.